Hello students, now we are going to learn in this video constraint relationship in pulley problems. Whenever we are going to study the constant relationships, first of all I assume that you know what is constant relationship. In short, we can say that the motion of a part of a system is dependent on the motion of another part of the system. That we will say that all the parts are constrained because of the motion of one part of the system, the other part is affected. For example, if this block, you can see second block, if a 2 number block comes down with some acceleration, with the same acceleration A must rise. If this is falling with 1 meter per second square acceleration, this block must rise up with 1 meter per second square. Fine. So in short, we can say that whenever a block is moving and that affects the motion of other parts of the system, we say it is constrained. Now in the questions involving this type of constraint, the trick is to find out the constant relationships first. Relationship between what and what? Between the tensions. For example, in this you can see there is one thread only, that's why one tension only. There are no relations. However, in complicated various questions you will be seeing more than one thread will be there. So tensions also will be different. And another thing is the acceleration of the blocks. In this again you are seeing whatever is the acceleration here, it will be in opposite direction, the magnitude will be same only. However, acceleration of a blocks may be different. So before solving all those things, if we can find out the relationship between acceleration and tension etc. from the beginning, the forming equations using second law of Newton and then solving those equations becomes very easy. First, let's take up the first case, a constant relationship. Here we are going to find out what is the relationship between their accelerations of the two blocks, and there is only one tension. So tension relation we need not want. So relations, when we say relations means constraint relations. There are two constant relations. One is between tensions and between accelerations. Okay. Here in this case, case 1, we have to find out the relationship between accelerations. Please understand that from here, if I'll think this to be here, see this pulley is fixed. So this line also is fixed. From here, if we are measuring the length, let us say this part is x1 and this part is x2. Then can I say that x1 plus x2 is equal to constant? Always x1 plus x2 will be constant, right? If block 2 is coming down, how much length will be increased this side, that much length will be decreased with this side. So x1 plus x2 is equal to constant. Now if I take derivation with respect to time, both the sides, dx1 by dt plus dx2 divided by dt is equal to derivation of a constant with respect to a variable is always 0. Implies that what we can say, what is dx by dt? It is a v1 with what velocity? 1 is rising, 1 is moving, plus v2 is equal to 0, or what we can say, v1 is equal to minus v2 with what velocity? 1 is moving with the magnitude same but in opposite direction, the block 2 is moving. Now v1 plus v2 is equal to 0. If from here we take another derivative with respect to time, dv1 divided by dt plus dv2 divided by dt, derivation of a constant is equal to 0 again. And what is the differentiation of velocity with respect to time? Isn't it acceleration? So acceleration of the block 1 plus acceleration of the block 2 is equal to 0, or a1 is equal to minus a2. This is the constant relationship. What is the acceleration of block 1? What is the acceleration of a block 2? The relationship between them is a1 is equal to minus a2. That means magnitudes are same. If a1 is moving with 2 meter per second square, the other block will move with the same 2 meter per second square but in opposite direction. Fine. Now this was very easy. We are going to take up the case 2 now. Here let me erase to make some space. You have taken all this down, right? If not, rewind the video and find that out. If not, rewind the video and take in place. Now in this, let us say from here to here we will take now x1. This much length is x now. Again, we will take this to be our reference line. From here to here, x1. From here to here, let me call it x2. Let's give some names. Let us see, this is third pulley, this is fourth pulley. Now, this pulley is fixed, so that's why it's zeroth pulley. 0, 1, 2 is there, 3, 4, third, fourth, let us say. So, from here to here, this pulley is x4, and from here to here it is x3, let us say. Okay. Now, see, the length of this string will remain constant. String is inextensible. So, what we can say, from here to here is x1, from here to here is how much? Plus x3 is equal to constant, right? Now, what we can say, string of this string length also is fixed. Now, this much is equal to how much? x1 minus, from here to here how much? x1 minus x3, right? x1 minus x3, the string this much side plus this much can I write x4 minus x3 plus x4 minus x3 is equal to constant, because the string is inextensible. Again, this string is from here to here, length of the string will remain constant. And how much is this? Can I write this x4 minus x1 minus x4? See, this much length is x1 minus x4. So, x1 minus x4 plus this part of the string is how much? From here to here, x2 minus x4 can I write? x2 minus x4. This also is equal to constant. Now, from the logic that the length of the string is not changing, we got these three equations. Now, we will apply the same logic, differentiate both left hand side and right hand side, differentiate both LHS and RHS with respect to time. Now, from here, dx1 by dt plus dx3 by dt is equal to, differentiation of constant is 0. So, what I can write? V1 plus V3 is equal to 0. Similarly, from here what I can write? See, x1 minus 2x3 plus x4 is equal to constant. So, V1 minus 2 V3 plus V4 is equal to 0. And from here, see, x1 plus x2 minus 2x4 is 0. So, V1 plus V2 minus 2V4 is equal to 0. Now, these three equations, again you derive once with respect to time. dv by dt is acceleration. So, A1, from here what we can find out? A1 plus A3 is equal to 0. From here what we are getting? A1 minus 2A3 plus A4 is equal to 0. And from this, differentiation of a V1 with respect to time is dV1 by dt, that is A1 plus A2, V2's differentiation with respect to time minus 2A4 is equal to 0. Now see, finally we got three relationships which are between the accelerations. And how many unknowns are there? A1, A2, A3, A4. 4 unknowns are there and 3 equations are there. So, if you solve this, we will not get any number. However, okay, you solve these things and the final answer coming is A2 is equal to minus 7A1, which is the relationship between the accelerations of the first block and the acceleration of the second block. Now, this is a 5 kg or 10 kg, some number will be given in the numerical. So, according to that, it is going down or moving up, those things will be determined according to various situations. However, this relationship will always be true. Acceleration of the second block is equal to minus 7 acceleration of the first block. That is, this the magnitude of first block multiplied by 7 and the minus sign says that A1, A2 will be in opposite direction. Hope this concept is absolutely clear. We will take up one example in the next part so that this will be further more clarified. Wish you all the best.